This video, we have Big Tay versus Lambo. A couple of really good matchups here in the MCS playoffs. This is day 2 of the MCS playoffs event. And again, we're going to be breaking down Lambo versus Big Tay. I wanted to break down just briefly their career earnings, their MCS 25 earnings. As you see here for Big Tay, his career earnings, $46,375. And his MCS 25 earnings is $44,000. So majority of his money has been made in this Madden. And then also for Lambo here, you're going to see that the majority of his money, $85,000, $82,000 in MCS 25. So again, majority of both of their money has been made this year. Majors appearances too. The main difference is Lambo did get that belt earlier in the year in the Unstoppable event. In I think November was that event. Now, coming into this game, you're going to have Lambo is going to be in, I believe, I don't know for sure what he's going to be in on in this game, but I know Big Tay is going to be in U-Trips. I'm almost positive that Big Tay is going to be in U-Trips and Dollar. Big Tay got here by defeating Kobo and kind of a winning get in. There was a tiebreaker game between those two to see who would get the 13 seed. He is the number 13 seed against Lambo. Now, if you guys didn't know, I did a video earlier on where I broke down my picks for the Madden Bowl, my picks for the MCS playoffs, and I actually picked Big Tay in this game to upset Lambo. And the reason why I picked Big Tay to upset Lambo is because Big Tay has been knocking off people all year long. He knocked off Skimbo in the Most Fear event. He knocked off Kobo to get here. He's in Dollar. I think Dollar is the best defense at this point. There's a lot of things I like about Big Tay. Also, I really think that U-Trips is one of the better offenses in this game. I think that U-Trips might actually be the second best offense in the game. And Big Tay is going to be quick hiking a lot out of it. I think he's really good in U-Trips. He's been in U-Trips all year long, whereas a lot of these players have kind of used a variety of different playbooks. Also, the other reason why I picked Big Tay is because Lambo historically in these events kind of folds. So we'll see. But he did get a belt in the last one. But again, historically in these events, Lambo kind of beats himself. So we're going to see how this goes. Big Tay starting out on offense, Lambo on defense. I do want to look at the defensive scheme. Lambo's one of those guys that, as you see right here, like, I don't know, I have no clue what Lambo is in. Lambo is in different things all the time. This, to me, appears to be nickel over. It could be nickel wide because these guys are out. But what I would anticipate Lambo doing is probably some type of B-gap pressure like that if he's going to blitz at all. And then he also was kind of the creator, or at least the guy that made this popular, this little disengage blitz out of 6-1. Looks like he's going to maybe be doing that at a nickel wide. And so you see here, actually, I think this is nickel. I'm almost positive this is nickel over just because of the shift that I just saw him do. As you see, he's going to be jamming in there. And Big Tay early, going to throw it up. Not able to get the pick for Lambo. And Big Tay, as you see, he's going to be snapping the ball. He's going to be out here in a quick hike. Again, I just have not seen nickel over all year long. Lambo coming to the event with something a little cooked up. We'll see what he's trying to really do. It does appear like it's going to be kind of a cover 3 shell as well, or at least a tight end man up. Got some interesting pressure there. Nice step up from Big Tay. Able to get a couple yards. And again, for one of the interesting things about Lambo is he always seems to have something, right? Something cooked up. So we'll see what he's able to do. He's basically user in the safety. He has the, essentially he's using the weak side safety on U-Trips. So we'll kind of see, I mean, really just haven't seen U-Trips defended like this, honestly, all year long. So we'll just have to see what he's able to do. As of right now, I haven't seen any pressure whatsoever, and I've seen Big Tay pretty much very comfortable. So you see here, weak side safety. Looks like he's cross-manning the slot or the tight end with that middle linebacker consistently. Easy conversion for Big Tay. And again, I'm trying to see the threat of pressure. I'm not seeing it. Does he have edge threats? Take a look at these DNs. I don't know what 56 has. I don't know if he has edge threat on him or not. Interesting route to this tight end. A post stemmed all the way down. Good pass pro. So Big Tay double teaming, IDing, whatnot. Gonna send 5 out here. IDing the user. Kind of weird pass pro. And here, I mean, that was honestly Big Tay's fault. He actually set that up. Based on what Lambo's doing, that double team is never going to be effective against this kind of formation because you're going to get screamed at on a 4-down line. Like, Not really effective. Again, I don't understand what both of these guys are doing at this point. Just haven't seen this defense. Okay, there it is. So Lambo is essentially running the 6-1 disengage blitz, but he's running it out of this version, is what it seems like. Anyway, so you see here, he gets it that time. He's able to get that pressure on a key third down, and Big Tay going to have to throw it away. Almost had to take a sack there. So that is what seems to be the game plan for Lambo, is kind of still in that disengage-based defense. This Nolan Smith, such a good card. I don't know who 11 is. I don't think that's Micah. Is that Micah? I don't think that's Micah Parsons. I think that's Jared Verse, maybe? Byron? I don't know. Davis? No. But right here, this is the problem I have with this. Yeah, I just didn't. This is just not good defense, man. Like, there's no pressure threat, really. And the problem is, look at his user just tied down here. There's just so much time to be able to hit that short post, which is what makes U-Trips really good. And Big Tay, I mean, talk about like being thankful you saw that defense. I mean, it is something new. We really haven't seen anyone running nickel over like that, but really not a ton of pressure. I mean, the one time he did get the disengage, he did get good pressure. But other than that, seemed pretty simple for Big Tay just to be able to cook up those dots and be able to send 5 out also. Big Tay sent 5 out right there. No threat of pressure whatsoever. Lambo is going to be using Josh Allen. Interesting. And he's going to be using, I want to say, is this Identifier? Gunslinger, Master Tech, and Identifier, I think. It's that Nolan Smith card. Kind of a new key card. A lot of people rocking 50 Eagles, 94 speed, 94 excel, 6'2", 238. Not the best pass rush stats, but really fast, which is what you want in this game. You need those fast defensive linemen. All right. So here's Big Tay. So Lambo is going to stay in Eagles. He's still in Eagles. Pretty much exactly what he ran to win the most feared event. And that was almost a pick. Big Tay is going to be in Dollar. This is, love to see this from Big Tay. I think Dollar is the best defense in the game. I don't even think it's close anymore, especially after this event. But Dollar, and essentially we're going to be running 2 pressures. We're either going to be looping or we're going to be B-gapping. One of those 2 things. He's running the double safety, so kind of basing out of this cover 4 shell here is really what he's looking at. I think that's Josh Allen's identifier lighting up. I don't know what it is. Anywho, here's that B-gap pressure. The beauty of this B-gap pressure is he's going to hit this guy, but he's actually able to drop the DT into the coverage here. So this is literally a 3-man pressure. He's getting instantly screamed at up the B-gap. Lambo going to have to make a hard read, is able to hit it. Honestly, Big Tay's coverage right there, I was not a fan of what he just did on his coverage because I felt like that was way too easy. You got to take away those layup throws. Here we go. Lambo going to snap quick, hit that short post on a backside there. And now I think Lambo's going to get in a little bit of a rhythm. Lambo kind of plays offense like Josh Allen, honestly. Just kind of like, I don't know how to even explain it. Short corner, deep corner, nothing good there. Throw away. And I think to beat, let's see here, post, gonna go Y sail, hit that running back flat. Lambo's gonna try to snap the ball quick, kind of a gunslinger mentality, get out there, and really just, you're gonna see Lambo scramble around. You're gonna see Lambo kind of look at, I mean, the route combos are gonna be interesting. I promise you that. Going to hit that running back out of the backfield on a Texas combo. Look at how fast Lambo's moving offensively, by the way. Going cheap flat post. Throw the ball away. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. Big Tay honestly doing a good job. Lambo is playing at a really fast pace. I have not seen anyone that runs Eagles play this fast, I got to be honest. I have not. I feel like Lambo's the main one, but I mean, he's going to audible from this to this. And then he's going to, like, quick hike. There's that fast motion, which is why he likes to do that. There's that B-gap. And really, I feel like Big Tay can honestly bag this. I have not seen a combo yet that Lambo's run that beats cover 4 hard flat. I've not seen a single one with good switch stick. 4th and 3 now. Early 4th down. Potential for a big stop for Big Tay. Now, Lambo does get ball at half, so kind of advantage to him here. Let's see if he can beat cover hard flat. All right, so here we go. We're going to get cover 2. We're going to get clouds on the outside, vert hooks. We're going to get the loop here. He's not going to run the disengage. I actually love the disengage in this situation just because I think the pressure is much better. Play action blocking, switch stick onto it, and he gets the stop early. Good switch stick by Big Tay, recognizing that opening, dives down on it with that inside quarter. Very nice. And again, this is what I was talking about. The way Lambo, just like, gosh, I mean, look at the spacing. This is I just hate when you see these kind of combos. Because look at this. Look at this point where he throws this ball. 1, 2, 1 player able to defend 2 player. I just didn't love the spacing on that play, and I feel like Lambo just makes the game sometimes a little harder on himself with his routes because he loves to run a bunch of crossers. Really good. I don't know. I mean, I get why you run that, but like I just feel like there's better plays, and I will say though, I mean, he was open, and Big Tay did have to make a good switch stick to get there. But I just didn't love that play. Anywho, Big Tay is really in a great position now, and he's in that wild trips pass, that U trips. One of the things that Big Tay does, kind of interesting, and it's kind of a theme, a lot of quick snaps. Big Tay is going to quick snap as well. U trips this year is really good with quick snapping. I just want to see I really want to see this defense actually do something. I guess you're kind of getting some pressure there off that defensive tackle. I kind of getting some pressure off that. It's interesting that he's using the safety too. I don't know. I guess that's so that he can man up the tight end. That was actually pretty good pressure. So I think essentially the concept from Lambo is that for Big Tay to pick up the disengage, he has to slide. And then with the wider defensive ends, he's able to get a little bit better like edge rush is what it seems like. He also is changing the gap. So sometimes he's in the guard, sometimes he's in tackle. Whoa. Well, honestly, he did man the tight end up. Big Tay able to hit a nice short post. What makes U-Trips good is it has a tight end zig. It has short post routes everywhere. It has, and then it has those glitchy fade routes. Those are some of the better routes in the game. Doesn't have any cheat motion. Really doesn't have a good return route that I'm aware of. It has a good zig. That was actually screamed. That one screamed right there. So he's basically able to do it off of really any side. So he can go here. He can go here. He can stand in the middle and try to loop through the middle. It is kind of a tell. Like he is telling you where he's going to do it at. But I mean, look at how fast that came in. It's actually fast. But he's offsides. I feel like I really I'm gonna be honest. I don't know the Big Tay's pass pros there, man. He's double teaming the right side D end, and then he just lobbed it up. Second time he's just lobbed it up. No pressure there. Short post. That was that short post from that outside receiver there. Hey, this is a very sloppy game. This is a Lambo kind of MCS game, man. It's just back and forth, and it is like, it's just an interesting. He always finds himself in these interesting games where there's always something unique that he's going to do, and it might not even be good, but he's going to do it. And that screams. That screamed, and I can't tell if that's the blitz or if that's Big Tay's pass pro, because I've seen Big Tay put some pass pro out there that I'm like, why in the world would that work? Because he's IDing, he's double teaming the right D end. Now he's IDing the left D end, double teaming the right D end. I don't know why we're double teaming anybody. He's got to have edge threat or something on 56. He's got to have something. Brian Cushing, I think that's who's out there. I'd love to know if he has edge threat. Because the thing about this game right now is you're not going to see a lot of people using edge protectors. So you could put edge threat on somebody and they'll go crazy for you. There's a contain, and that's just Give Lambo a little credit here, man. I mean, this is a little something something. And he could run a full library of coverages out of nickel. Nickel over is kind of the best defense for match coverage. If he wants to run that. Big Tay going to settle for 3. Lambo blocked it. Oh my gosh. Lambo blocked that? All right, let's learn. Let's learn, boys. We learn here. Let's take a look. Lambo gets a block. He's on this outside guy. I don't know. I wish we could see his screen. He gets that animation. I think it just gets the perfect timing and he blocks it. I think that's all that is to it. That's such a Lambo MCS game. He gets a blocked field goal. I mean, I'm telling you, when I tell you Lambo is one of the craziest MCS players I've ever seen, every time I watch this dude play, something like this happens. Like something crazy happens when I watch. It's every time he plays, it's just something absolutely insane. I've never seen him play a game where it's just like a good old fashioned battle. Like it's always something. All right, so Big Tay here, setting up the loop, double streaks, and 5. I just don't love that. I'm telling you, I hate Sin 5 this year. I really do. I've wanted to send 5 so much this year. I cannot justify it. Send 4 is so much better than Send 5 in this game from what you can do with your coverages. Every time you see someone send 5, every time I've seen someone send 5 in this tournament, with the exception of Fancy, he's the only person that I've seen send 5. Maybe some of David T, but pretty much every time I've seen a send 5, I've seen so many just free, easy reads. But then when they send 4, I feel like every send 4 is good. Nickel over send 4 is good. 6-1 send 4 is good. Dollar send 4 is good. 146 send 4 is good. 335 odd send 4 is good. I feel like every single send 4, you look at it, it's pretty good. That's one of Lambo's really nice plays. And honestly, this right here is a crazy switch stick by Big Tay. He almost got him. So take a look here. I would assume this is just a quarter, and this is just a soft squat or some kind of flat. Lambo loves this play against cover 2, just because this guy just kind of pops cover 2 here. Watch Big Tay. He instantly sees it. I think he meant to be here. But anyway, he gets here, and he just perfect. I mean, look at how close this is. Look at how close that ends up being. That's almost a pick. Instead, it's a touchdown. And Big Tay's face. Lambo able to get... Somehow Lambo's in a tie ball game, honestly. Somehow we're in a tie game. All right, let's see what happens here. Another drive of Lambo with this nickel over. He is in match coverage. So Lambo, okay. Lambo is running cover 4 match on an MCS stage. User in the weak side safety. He's basically, so the way match works, quarter flat and quarter on the left side are going to match perfectly to the running back. Not perfectly, as you see the running back get wide open for a touchdown right there. The best way to beat match coverage out of U-trips is the flat wheel on the solo receiver, because this guy in match coverage, when you play match, he man to man. He's man to man on him. So if you just run a running back wheel route, you should have a pretty. He didn't right there, but it needs to be like a flat and then like a seam wheel, like a Y option wheel, and just flat the solo receiver is what he needs to do. That crucifies match coverage in this game. Here's the seam wheel. He's going to motion this over. So what this does is he's going to basically cancel the match. There's pressure. Problem is, I think Lambo manned him up. Look at that pressure. I mean, heck, Lambo's cooking under this nickel over. What do I know? Look at that pressure. That's out of over. Wow. Look at that. Honestly, it looks a little better out of this than out of 6-1. I will say that. I'm definitely going to mess around with that. See if I can figure that out. Nickel over. I'd love to run some nickel over, honestly, because nickel over has cover 3. It has the cover 3 match plays that are really good. And I think he's running. So that makes a little bit more sense. So he's using the weak side safety because he's running cover 4 quarters as a base. So I'm starting to see the vision now. And essentially, he's going to man up the tight end pretty consistently and try to take the tight end away and then match everybody else, basically. All right, I see the vision. Okay, Big Tay going to jump in 3-4 odd. Absolutely hate it, but he's going to do it. And look at this combo from Lambo. Flat, street, corner that's not even stemmed down, flat, speed out. What? I guess that's a 3-4 odd play, but all right, so Big Tay is up 7, but Lambo doesn't get bought at half. So he's gonna do it again. Look at this combo. This is not a speed out. It's just a hot routed corner. What? What? I've never seen that route combo called. What? All right, here we go. He's gonna go trips tight end flex with the auto motion. All right, thank you, Big Tay. Please get back $1. No. This is 3-4 odd. This is 3-4 odd. I don't know what he just called. He tried to do the disengage on a 3-4 odd, but he's out of position. Is this 3-4 odd? Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. This is crossfire. This is definitely crossfire. He's got a 500-yard speed out. Look at that speed out up there. Is that intentional? Big Tay offsides. Illegal contact? I don't know. This is a wild game. I'm telling you, Lambo always finds himself in crazy games. All right, 3-4 odd. This is why honestly I picked Big Tay, because I feel like Lambo always finds himself in these wild games. Sometimes he wins them, but most of the time in the MCS he doesn't. Flat wheel. I just don't. I will say one of the new things you're seeing is like a little pull route for drags. Using a solo receiver on like a wheel is a really good. It's like a really good way to pull drag routes. Jet touch pass for Lambo. Got that nice first. That's gonna take us to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, I'm telling you, my head is just. I'm working trying to figure this out for you guys. I don't know why. I don't know why he got out of dollar either. I feel like he's better in dollar. All right, we're back in dollar now. All right. A lot of people shifted to multiple defensive playbook. I will say that. A lot of our dollar guys are in multiple playbook so they can run 3-4 odd. Which I guess 3-4 odd, maybe. Oh my gosh, look at this route. Dude, look at this. Look at this play. Like, please explain to me what the heck this is. What? I love this. This is like standard. This is solid. I don't know what that is on the left side. Is he I'm trying to think what he? I'm trying to even just picture what. I don't know. I can't understand this. I cannot understand this play. Look at this. Let's just watch it work here. Good switch stick. He overthrows it. Gosh, I would have loved to see that develop a little bit more. I don't know what's going on with the out route there. And that's not the first time Lambo's done that either. He did that. He did that like 30, 40 yard speed out. I don't know. I just don't know why he's doing that. I feel like there's a lot of things in this game so far. I truly like. I actually don't know why in the world they would do that. And it. What's really wild to me is they'll do it, but then they won't even throw it. Like they, which I mean, I understand that. Like, you know, if you're getting pressured, you're getting pressured, but it's not in your progression. But we had a wheel route and a speed out on the same side of the field, and the speed out was not stemmed down; it was stemmed up. Maybe the wheel route is a clear out for the speed out. Maybe if he switch sticks onto the quarter, I throw the wheel. I'm trying to rack my head to figure it out. All right, here we go. Big Tay, 3-4 odd again. I haven't seen 3-4 odd look very good for Big Tay. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Yep, 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 yep. All right, so let's see here on the right side. Basically, we get it looks like he mans up and just gets burned. This is a soft squad or cloud. Yeah. And just kind of played aggressive defense and the running back wheel just killed him. Good wheel route by Lambo. All right, so 14-14. Honestly, it's not all bad for Big Tay because he gets the ball back with the ability to go score. These are some of these end-of-half scenarios where it's just so critical to try to get points before half. Try to at least end. You always want to end halftime with the ball in your hands generally, or at least with a chance to score. Because if you could score right before half, you could use halftime as a it's kind of like a way to get a secondary stop. All right, so we got an intentional from Big Tay starting off great. I truly can't tell if it's the pass. I feel like the pass protection he's doing is making this way better. Look at how free that is. All right, Lambo. What? I mean, that was a good user. He just picks a gap and stands in it too. Like he can do over the center, he can do over the guard on either side. And then it's literally just basically what he's doing is he's shifting and then he slants the D line and then he stands in a gap. And basically just creating a stunt over and over and over again. So he's gonna slant to the left, watch this D tackle. The D tackle is gonna loop in. If Lambo hits the guard. See how clean that is? And then the slide protect gets the D in free. And Big Tay gets sacked again. This defense is definitely making Big Tay uncomfortable. It was really probably the most uncomfortable I've seen him offensively. Lamb almost blocked a punt. Dude, Lamb almost blocked a punt. He gets ball 50 seconds. He can go up 14. He could go up by 3 at least, if not 7. So this is a critical possession. 50 seconds left. Big Tay out of position here. Yeah, completely out of position. Yeah. Got screamed at, though. What happened? Oh, the slot corner screamed at him. Wow. I guess that's why you sent 5. Bro. Dude, this is a great... All right, so we're trying to send it off the right. Nice stop from Lambo. I'm telling you, that short post is just money. That's just PA snag, man. That's why Eagles playbook is the best playbook in the game because you have PA snag, but you also have just like the perfect alignment. It's just a good This is just such a good formation. Lambo special, heavy sideline play. Lambo is out of timeout, so he kind of has to, like, if he gets tackled in bounds, the half is over. So it's basically like I'm going to take a couple shots and then I'm going to try to, let's see what he ends up cooking here. Short speed out. Problem is he can't take a sack either, so that short speed out is really just so he can throw it away. I believe. Double corner on the left. Streak. Okay. So speed out and then so the speed out corner out combo is a bomb, but it's like almost impossible to hit. He gets intentional. Is he still gonna be able to make this field goal? He is. And there it is. 17-14. Lambo. Yeah, this is a crazy game, man. This is a head scratcher game so far. I actually don't know what actually happened in the first half. All right, Big Tay going to pistol tight wild flags, one of the most underrated formations in the Patriots playbook. He's got a really good running back counter. He's got Perry in there to run the ball. He's going to go to the halfback zone out of there, too. Another really good play. It also has a double pass in it. There's that nice spin from Perry. That is going to take us to half. And we'll see what happens in the second half. Hopefully it's as eventful as the first. All right, boys, back for the second half here. And again, this is Big Tay versus Lambo, 17-14. Lambo does get the ball here. Big Tay going to be back in that dollar. I feel like that's his best chance out of stop. This B gap is so good, man. I don't know why we don't see, like, I wish, I'm starting to think, like, just run the B gap 80% of the time. Like, don't even run the crossfire. Look how good this B gap is. It just comes in every time. It doesn't matter what you do. There's mid-zone KOs. And it's only a 3-man pressure. There's so many things I like about that B gap. The only reason why you wouldn't run it is because your user gets stuck down there. But, I mean, you literally can cover 8 people. Boom. Look at how consistent that is, too. That time it does get picked up. I will say that it did get picked up that time. But, I mean, look at that. 4th and 23. What are you going to do? It's just a clean stop. I mean, look at these sequence of plays out of half here real quick with me. Let me back this up. Come on. Here we go. All right, first down. He gets an intentional. Okay. So look at this combo. This is a Lambo special. We're going to run an angle route, a drag, and a short post with a streak corner. Right? So look what Big Tay does here. Really just perfect defense. Quarter, soft squat. And then, 1, 2, 3 routes all kind of coming in the same area of field. Yeah, not ideal. And then, so he gets enough pressure there. So then that's a delay, or not a delay, an intentional. And then now we're going to bring up second down. Let's take a look at the route combo we get on second down from Lambo. Okay, this one's not terrible. Streak, corner, and then short post. This is kind of a standard combo. So what we're looking for here is a seam streak to the tight end. He throws it. Problem is, in this game, it's hard to complete this at this point in the year with mid-zone and mid-zone. But, I mean, if he hits this could be a touchdown. Instead, it's a mid-zone knockout. So now we're third. Now we're 3rd and 23. Okay, and then our 3rd and 23 play call. Really just the exact same play call. That tight end's not open. Good switch stick by Big Tay. This is a cross man or a man up here getting... that might have been a soft squat, which is another underrated use of a soft squat there. But anyway, I mean, everything's just bagged up. And, yeah, voila. 4th and 23, Big Tay. That's a really nice stop by him. And just coming out of half. And Lambo just... That's what I'm saying, man. Like, Lambo's just sometimes like... I don't know how to even explain it. He doesn't beat himself necessarily by just throwing picks. I feel like he sometimes can beat himself by calling really bad plays. So that's another thing. Like the first play call was such a weird route combo, and then I just didn't love the play call sequence there. And then running the exact same play, I don't know. It is what it is. But see if he plays defense. There's a touchdown for Big Tay. He just barely missed it. He had him on the right side. One of the problems with Lambo's defense too is because it's like there's a lot of setup to it. He has to hover here. Big Tay's trying to abuse the solo receiver. There it is. But I mean, heck, look at that pressure. That was bad. That was actually bad right there. I will say Lambo has kind of gotten jacked up on the picks. I think he's dropped 3. So this is, again, your quarters, right? You got this jam, you got this here. So really, you're either going to try to hit this guy or this guy, really, and these are the 2 players. But, I mean, look at this. This is instant pressure. I mean, this is really good defense. Throws right at it. That's Derwin James with Pick Artist, by the way. I believe he has Pick Artist in mid-zone. Pick Artist is pointless. I'm going to say that. I'm going to leave it at that. I already went on my rant about the drop picks in this game. They're really bad for the game. And Lambo's user, every single time there's a drop pick, it's almost always a huge play on the X side. There's a solo post. His user has to hover in the A gap. It's one of the weaknesses of the defense. The other thing that's ironically really weak about Lambo's defense is because he's hovering with the safety, he can't have safeties in the box. And so that short post has killed him. That short solo receiver on that short post, which is one of the most fundamental routes of U-trips. Like, it truly is one of the most fundamental routes of U-trips. And Big Tay able to hit it there. Lambo hits a nice flat, gets upfield, about 13 yards. And Big Tay up 21-17 on Lambo. Let's see what Lambo ends up doing here. Gonna send 4. And there's that. I like that combo. See, if you're going to run a running back Texas route, that's how you do it. Look at this real quick with me. So I'm not mad at a running back Texas, but look what he does here. I love this. Look at this flat drag. You have a clear out streak for your short post. And then you have this. So you've got 2 real angles to be able to hit this. This was a nice little combo. This is also a combo where I would actually like to see him wheel this guy or just streak him. But that was a nice combo and spaced the field really well. He actually ends up somehow getting out of there and getting down to the 13-yard line. That was a really nice play by Lambo. And we'll see what Big Tay is able to do. Red zone defense for Big Tay going to be $1. Lambo going to go 2 streaks. Now we got a streak and a speed out. Running back Texas. He loves that flat Texas combo, which is not a bad idea. Okay. Lambo dropped a pick. We're even. Look at this. That's pick artist. That is pick artist. Look at that. That's pick artist right there all the way. Malcolm Jenkins, mid-zone KO pick artist. Throw right at him. Throw right at him. His hands are on the ball. His hands are on the ball. He drops the interception. Completely even. No more sympathy for Lambo. That's about as blatant of a pick as you could throw. And the most frustrating thing about this to me is they put in the patch notes fixed dropped interceptions or increased likelihood or decreased dropped picks. Don't hate that combo. I love that deep end route right there. All right, 3rd and 7. Good check down. Gosh, I can't stand when I'm so angry at the way that they said the drop picks. There's another drop pick. He got his hands on it again, and I believe that's a pick artist again. Lambo threw right at a vert hook. That's, 2 drop picks on this drive. Lambo still has the ball, 4th and 7. This is a decision for Lambo. Do you go for it? Do you not? I personally think if you're Lambo, you kick it. If you think you can get a stop, you kick it. If you don't think you can get a stop, I feel like you go for it here. And there we go. Big Tay finally catches pick. This is really a nice play. This is your standard trips combo. Slant, flat, drag. Take a look at this. So you're getting that nice crossfire pressure. Lambo doesn't have pass pro. Doesn't set up pass pro here. This is a really, really almost perfect switch stick. Notice how Big Tay continues to run here and then will switch stick here and jump down on the slant. Switch stick down on the slant. Really nice. Really, really nice switch stick by Big Tay. Able to get out of there with the pick. And is he gonna take that back on him all the way? He is gonna take that back on him all the way. Douglas. There it is, boys. 28-17. Again, I told you, Lambo is going to make a mistake that will lose him the game most games he plays. And that was one of them. That was one of those just 4th and 7. I don't think that was a mistake that lost him the game, but I just think that that like sequence, right? He threw 4 picks. It was like 3 or 4 straight interceptions he threw down there. That's red zone. I don't even think he had tried to run the ball. I just feel like I don't know if it's making easy way to say it is like he's making the game harder on himself than it has to be, but then simultaneously, I just think it's a byproduct of kind of. Oh no! See, and here you go. This right here. Look at this. Again, I like Lambo. I think he's a lab rat. He always has something. I can't stand this about Lambo. I think he could be one of the... This is why I say he plays like Josh Allen. Because when Josh Allen limits mistakes, he's an amazing quarterback. But when Josh Allen does stuff like this, tries to be Superman, gosh, this frustrates me. Look at this. This, number one, the same dang thing, man. 3 crossers in the middle field. Fairly simple for Big Tay to use it. This tight end is not doing anything. This ain't doing anything. The only throw is here or here. And this isn't a complicated coverage either. This is just cover four, guys. This is the most basic defense in the game. And look at this. He switch sticks here. This is the throw. Like, he playmakers this up. It's going to run right into this. Is it not? Like, you just can't do that. That's for 6-2. That's 2 pick sixes. It's back-to-back pick sixes. You can't do that. As much as I like Lambo, as much as I'm like pumped he got a belt this year, you can't make those mistakes. And he knows it. He knows it. He knows it. He came to the game, honestly. I was very critical of his defense. I think his defense was really good. I think looking back at this game, if you look at what he's actually doing defensively, there's a lot to be learned. He's that little loop is good. It's a good defense. I'm gonna be working on trying to figure out how to run it. But my goodness, you can't make those mistakes, man. You can't do back-to-back pick sixes. That's 21-17. This game was 21-17 less than like a minute ago. Oh my gosh, Big Tay. I think he even said, like, what are you doing, man? Oh, you just can't make that mistake. That's a good read right there. But see, like, this is my point. This is my thing with Lamb. Like, this is my thing. Look at this play. This right here. Okay. This right here. This is a good play. This is a good play. We have a clear out. We have the short post. There's a lot of options here. We're attacking a lot of areas of the field. We're able to, space the field. What we just saw him run, I don't even remember who was on what route, but I think it was this, and I don't even know. This maybe? I don't even remember what it was. He has a tendency, Lambo has a tendency to, it was a tight end post like that, where it's like crosser, and you can pretty much defend everything within that little box. This is an example of like a play I wish we would see him call more. And when he won his most feared belt, or when he won the unstoppable belt, I felt like when you watched him play, he did a lot of this, what we just saw him do. Good route combo, good spacing. Here we go. We're going to see it again here. Here we go. Does he leave he calls this. He hikes this ball. Look at this. What's Big Tate doing? Every daggone play. Cover 4. Maybe an adjustment here, which he does, which and honestly isn't. Every time Big Tate adjusts out of a cover 4, it doesn't help him at all. I will say that too. Like, I say this a lot. When you play somebody, the more complex the offense becomes, the more simple you play defensively. When they start doing a bunch of random stuff, you play more simple. Lambo gets bailed out of what I would consider a bad route combo by. I mean, look at this play. Oh crap! 1 sec. All right, sorry about that. Take a look. So look at this play real quick with me. What the heck is that route? But I mean, like, this play's not terrible, but we haven't seen. These routes will run right into each other. Honestly, Big Tay switch sticks here. I think he's expecting us to play. No, that's manned up. That's just a bad play by Big Tay. Honestly, it gives Lambo a free touchdown. So he's going to take the touch. He does score. Okay. All right, so Lambo is going to go for 2 here. This is his main 2-point play. Drag in route, backside post flat. Nothing there that time. He catches that. That's crazy. All right. Okay, so Lambo scores. Done with him for a little bit. Let's look down. We'll get back on the defense. Lambo been on offense the entire second half to that point, and we saw 2 pick sixes. Okay, so this is the key here. Can Lambo get a stop? He's going to need a stop to get back in this game. He's going to need a stop to kind of stay in the game. So let's see what he's able to do defensively. I actually feel like his defense has been playing pretty good. He's just kind of, you see, that's what's happening. Like, look at this. Look how out of position he is. This user's supposed to be down here. This user's supposed to be down here. Big Tay's going to snap this ball. Look, he's all the way back here. He's out of position. No pressure on Big Tay. Not a single bit of pressure. This guy's going to beat the press every single time, right? Big Tay, I mean, everything's open. That's another thing I don't love about what Lambo's doing defensively. I feel like he's out of position a lot. And so this is where I just think, like, it's a good defense, but my gosh, it's a very setup intensive. You got to move a lot of stuff. Like, we'll see if he's able to get it set up here. When he gets it set up, it's really a good defense. But look at this. Big Tay gonna snap that ball, man. Look at that. No pressure again. Had the wheel route for a touchdown, by the way. I'll tell you what, another thing that we haven't, I don't know why we don't hear more people talk about this idea of like a wheel route against match coverage. Wheel routes destroy match coverage. Yeah, touchdown. Let me show you. Because we didn't, if you are looking at this, here you go. Yeah. I don't know if this was actually match. It might have been covering to me. It doesn't matter to me. Look at the wheel route. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. Won't throw up. Missed the read. Anyhow. All right, 2nd and 1. A nice tackle there by 31. All right, so now Lambo going to get in that 3-4 odd. He's done with nickel over. Done with it. And I'll tell you what, I feel like 3-4 odd is terrible against U-Trips. From what I've seen in this game and what I saw in the Clef game with TJ, who also runs U-Trips, 3-4 odd was not the move. I mean, everything's open. Everything's open against 3-4 odd. Because you can't really defend the slot receiver, and you can easily block your tight end to pick up the pressure. And then there's some really nice routes that you have. All right, we are back in the nickel. And look at the pressure. Like, look at that. When he gets his setup in, that pressure is good, man. That might be the best pressure we've seen in the game. Look at this. Look at how good this blitz is. Got picked up that still kind of came in. Nice read by Tay. Get it out there. I just feel like, because you're using our safety, you're really putting a lot of stress on that right side. You've seen Big Tay consistently work the right side of the field or the solo side of the field in U-Trips. Little red zone combo here out of Pats. This is out of the Y-Trips. I think it's a new play they added. I don't know if it is a new play or not, but it's got that nice whip route on the right side. Touchdown, Big Tay. Doesn't get the setup in. Boom. That's a big touchdown from Big Tay. That kind of puts him in a position where, he's up 17 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the game. So he's in a really good spot to win this ball game. Nice read by Lambo, getting out there quick. Big Tay try to do the disengage. Disengage didn't work. Is Big Tay looping with Calvin? I just noticed that. Why in the world? Okay, so yeah. We don't want to switch stick there? No? That's just bad defense by Big Tay, in my opinion. I think he has Calvin Johnson looping. I would never recommend you do that. I don't know why he would do that. Most people are pretty much consensus. You want Pat Tillman, you want smaller build players. Yeah, he totally has Calvin. Well, that's a mistake. I don't know why he's doing that. A little run from Lambo. Oh, look, he ran the ball in the red zone. He scored. All right, here we go. RPO read bubble. That's just not a good 2-point play. All right, onside for Lambo here. Needs some help. Almost got it, but didn't. All right, so part of the other purpose of the onside is if he can hold the 3, he gets the ball back quickly. He's able to try to get another touchdown and get back in the game. This mid-draw is a really good run out of U-Trips. Probably the best run out of U-Trips. But it didn't really pop there. Okay, so he's staying in the nickel. Again, take a look at this right side. Look at this pressure, though. That's what I'm thinking. But, this is just... Nice read over there. This backside drag's been killing Lambo this game too. That little backside wheel drag combo has been killing Lambo this game. Every time it feel like Lambo's able to stop the solo receiver, that backside receiver is able to hit him on either a post or a drag. I will say, in an offense that was pretty heavily based around the tight end, we really haven't seen the tight end do much in this game. Here we go, a little standard option, a little setup. He's going to motion the running back over to the right side to block it. And he did block it. And he hit the zig. Boom. That was a good defense by Lambo. That was a good pass throw by Big Tay. Kind of good play by both of them. Ends up being a first down to the offense. It's kind of how this game plays this year. Yeah, this is a wild game, man. This is a wild game. Yeah, you're gonna have good run D out of this. It's gonna be hard to run on this defense. So 344. But Lambo being down 11 is significant. Let's see what Big Tay ends up going to here. I think this is scat. Is this scat? Yes, this is scat. Yeah, it's just that match coverage. Quarters on Y off trips, Pats. Quarters. Man up the tight end, basically. Right now and then he mans up the slot, but it's pretty much the tight end. I don't know about this pass pro that I'm seeing from Big Tay. I really feel like it's not really doing any. Look at that. Like, what? The pressure's there. Pressure's definitely there. I don't know why he doesn't use her the middle linebacker. I think it's because he wants to run match. I just use her the 3-rec hook, and I feel like you're in much better position. I think it's because he needs to cross man the tight end. That must be why. But I mean, gosh, the thing about nickel over is you could show blitz out of it pretty easily. Gets the safeties in a good spot. He might not be actually a nickel over. This might be nickel wide, but I'm almost positive this is nickel over because he can shift the linebackers. All right, here we go. The Lambo specialty here. Look at this. Quarter. Hard flap. What's open? I guess that's open. I don't. You literally ran 3 crossing routes and just called it good. I like this combo. Didn't work that time though. Got screamed at. I think that GI just got shedded there from the linebacker. All right, he's finally able to hit that tight end post. He's been wanting to throw that all game. He hit it there. Good read. Good check down. Lambo did his job. He got down here quick. He does have to score quick here. If he scores 39-45, 38-45 is really not that big of a difference, I don't think. Good throwaway there. Save some time. Going to go to trips tight and flex. Gosh. There's a wheel on that. The wheeler out's going to be wide open. Missed hit the in route. Stayed in bounds. That should take us to the 2. That's a big deal that it gets us to the 2-minute warning because now Lambo's he's only going to have 3 chances to stop the clock. Lambo's in 2x2, split back, pump faking. Second and goal, 1 minute 56 left. Big Tay's red zone defense is dollar. Moving the safeties down manually now. Yeah, that's Calvin. That's 100% Calvin Johnson. I don't think that's really that good. Oh, he's going to have triangle wide open. Good, whatever. Good throwaway. The most thing is he's trying to score quick. He is able to right there. So this is a really nice little route combo. It's a flat running back wheel, flat tight end drag, and then he has kind of this post back here. I actually would love if this was a wheel, but it being a flat's not the end of the world either. It's a nice route combo. That's an example of a play that really spaced the field well. was able to, and really worked out well for him. All right, so he's going to take his field goal, 38-45. One of the challenges here for Lambo, this is a little bit of a decision. If you onside kick here, you pretty much give them a field goal, which if he gives him a field goal, the game is, for all intents and purposes, going to be over. So you kind of can't do that. You kind of have to kick it deep and try to get a stop here. Unless you're like really, really sure, right? A really, 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 really sure that that you're able to get an onside kick. I think you have to kick deep there. The one benefit is he does have all 3 timeouts. Doesn't have a 2-minute warning, but he does have all 3 timeouts. I kind of got screwed by the mid zone. Big first down from Big Tay. Other problem with this defense is I feel like match coverage, when you press out of match coverage, I do not feel like it's a very good, like I feel like the press gets beat a lot. Corner out of position. Decent run D though. It's going to be 2nd and 12. And Lambo is going to be down to 1 timeout. Lambo's out of position. Almost got it. Dropped the first down. That would have been GG's. All right, 3rd and 12. See what he's able to do here. He's not really setting up his blitz, by the way, guys. He's trying to, but he can't get it set up. That's just free. Running back flat. He's on conservative. First down. Big Tay, big claps, big GG's. I think that's it, man. Yep, just going to kneel this one out. I think ultimately Lambo looks back into the game at the end of the day. You know, I think he threw back-to-back pick sixes. He threw, I think Big Tay dropped 2 or 3 picks in a row on there in the red zone, and then got the pick 6. The back-to-back pick sixes is really what separated this game. At the end of the day, a lot of these games come down to limiting mistakes and not making the mistake that's going to kill you. Also, I think Lambo's defense actually was a lot better than I originally thought it was going to be, but I think there's got to be a way to get it set up a little quicker. I feel like the setup was a little bit too intense, and because of that, he was getting quick hiked a lot. He wasn't in position, and Big Tay able to move on. My prediction was right. He did win. Yeah, a lot to be learned from this one, boys. Thanks for watching the breakdown. And if you want to check out any of my full ebooks, we got a whole YouTube breakdown in our school community. If you're not a member of our school community, it's $10. That link is going to be down in the description below. But I think Big Tay is going to go on to play TJ, which is going to be U-Trips versus U-Trips. That's going to be a fun one. Thanks for watching, boys.